Welcome to Butts and Stuff, a barbecue podcast.
Where the topics are always random and they try to slip in a little barbecue.
Now, here's your pitmaster in the making, Chris.
Hey guys, welcome back to the podcast. I am your host, Chris, here with my co-host, Jazz.
What's up? You like it, don't you? You just noticed what I did, and you were like,
Whoa.
oh, that makes so much more sense. Look, it's not in front of my face now.
Oh, no,
No?
I was waiting for you to be a proper gentleman.
Oh, I was talking about the microphone. Look, I flipped the arm around. And now it's not like right in front of my face. See, you did, now you're like, oh.
Well, hey.
See, doesn't that look better? I mean, except for this
bit.
big goofy. Oh, well. It's fine.
I'm in the market for the tabletop.
Yeah.
I don't like it because my arms.
I mean, I'm sure they have them on, like, Amazon.
Well, I have some tabletops over there, but they don't fit these big old microphones.
Oh.
So.
Microphone's all messed up, too. Oh. I don't know what we did. Oh, there, it's better. Well, sort of. Starting us off with a bang.
That is wonky.
Yeah, I don't know what we did. What have you been doing down here since we left?
This whole thing's crooked. I don't know.
Anyway.
So.
Just forget it. Move on.
What is happening?
I don't know, nothing.
This is like the livest episode you guys will probably ever have.
The livest? Oh, yeah, well, it comes out tomorrow. Yeah, it comes out tomorrow. Oh, by the way, for those of you who follow me on any of my stuff, I have no video this week. I had to work on something, so I did it instead.
But you did a cream cheese.
Yeah, well, I did that. Yeah, it came out whatever last week. Yeah.
What came out?
Came out last Friday. No, it came out this past Friday.
This past Friday.
So, yeah.
Like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
So you had a video.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but I know the next one. This coming week.
You've got like 4 days to figure it out.
It's not going to happen. Oh, wow. I guarantee
if that
you,
would have landed on the edge of the table.
I'm working on a project. You'll see it in a couple weeks.
Ooh.
And I did the rough draft yesterday. You got to wait to hear back. Anyways, it's a thing.
I like projects.
It's a thing. Hey, so I brought this wine.
Okay.
You want hold your glass up here. I'll give you a little tasting. We don't have to drink. You don't have to drink a bunch.
Will.
Would you hold it still? Hold it still.
We have official wine glasses.
This is BJ's family wine. There you go. There's
The
your wine.
official butts and stuff.
It's yours.
Wine glasses.
And I don't need this.
Oh. Chug a lug, chug, 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 lug, chug a lug.
I was going to try and do it all at once, but I couldn't. BJ told me that I couldn't drink it like a beer. I proved him wrong. I'm just going to drink it like a beer. I don't need a glass. I had this planned out before we came.
That's pretty good
by the
stuff. Oh, I meant give me some more.
Oh, I drank out of it.
Okay.
I really like this one. This is my favorite one that they make, I think.
That is pretty good stuff.
I know they make like a sweeter one, which I'm not a big wine guy, but the sweeter ones I like a little bit better.
I'm not either, but this is good.
This is pretty tasty. But I like it because you don't need much. The alcohol's content's a little higher.
So, before you chug it,
Yeah. You want some more?
no. Realize that we still have like 27 minutes left, and you don't have a drink.
Oh, no, folks. By the time this is over, I'm going to be real goofy.
So,
dang it. I forgot something else was going to bring
in 27 minutes.
I forgot something else was going to bring you.
Dang it. There we go.
This is going to be a really fun podcast if I'd have brought the other thing.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Save that for next week.
Yeah. I got some special honey.
Ooh.
Special honey. That's good stuff.
That's what she said.
Mm-hmm.
So,
It's good stuff.
let's talk about your cream cheese. Because you've not only done it once,
I did it twice. So I will say, so I haven't tried that pork butt that I made yet.
Okay.
Okay, but my wife said she thought it was a little salty. But I tried a new seasoning. I tried a mop sauce,
Okay.
which I've never done. Or it's not really sauce. It's a mop.
Yeah.
Sauce.
I did mop yesterday.
Did you? I tried it. I don't know. I haven't tasted it yet. I tore it all up and dipped it out for the week. I haven't tried it yet. I was gonna do
So
it
what'd you
now.
eat today?
But anyway, nothing so far.
Oh.
You had some. I cheated and had some not Skittles, but hard
How
candy.
dare you?
I know. Shouldn't have done it. But anyway, so I did the pork butt and I did this cream cheese, and I tried the cream cheese last night, and it wasn't as good as it was last week.
Really?
So I sat down and I tried to figure this out. I've been thinking about it probably since yesterday, because my wife said that the pork butt was salty,
Okay.
and she said that she thought it tasted salty too. The
Did you
cream
try
cheese
new
tasted-
seasoning?
So on the I tried a new seasoning on the pork butt, and I tried one new seasoning. Good stuff, isn't it? I tried one new seasoning on the cream cheese,
Okay.
and then I did the ranch on the cream cheese because I like the ranch the best.
Okay.
But when I tried it, I did think it was off. Like there was something missing or something. But I was like, I didn't do anything different. Obviously, you just put your seasoning on the cream cheese and you throw it on.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, so what did I do different? And I had to think about this because I'm like, well, it was in two different smokers. It's two different seasonings, or three different seasonings technically. So what did I do different?
Right.
The only thing that I can think of is that I tried out some hickory.
That's interesting.
So I used a couple of hickory chunks, and even because I did the cream cheese in the Weber,
Mm-hmm.
I only put one chunk in each basket, not a very big one.
You wouldn't think that'd make it salty, though.
Yeah, but that's the only thing that I can think of that made a difference. Because if both of them were off, and that was the only thing that changed, and that's the only correlation between the two cooks,
That's
has-
an interesting
it has
thought.
it has to be the hickory. And I've never done hickory before.
Has
I've never
anyone
used it.
ever got saltiness from wood? I knew what I was saying as it was coming out.
As you said it, you were like,
Anywho,
the childish thoughts come out.
so has anyone ever used wood and has
Maybe not even
changed the flavor?
saltiness, but just change the flavor of it.
You know,
Because you're supposed to have different flavors from different woods.
Right.
Which I don't always get different flavors. I get it more of a different smell.
but you wouldn't think hickory would make it salty. That's
It
interesting.
left like I said, I didn't try the pork butt, so I need to try it yet. And
Yeah.
because I thought when she talked about the pork butt, I said, well, maybe it was the mop sauce because I made it and
Now,
I've never
that
made it
could
before.
be.
And I thought, well, maybe that's
But
what
you
it was.
didn't do it on the cream cheese.
But obviously, you didn't use it on the cream cheese. So how are both of them that way? The only the only thing they could be is the hickory.
Maybe she's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Well, that could be too.
Wah, wah, wah.
Wah, wah, wah. But that's the only thing I can think of. I'm
So,
gonna drink my wine out of the bottle.
yeah.
I look like a wino.
So, going back to your cream cheese,
Mm-hmm.
you used a seasoning from the Bearded Butcher,
Oh yeah, on the first one.
which got a person inquired,
Yeah,
where do you get your seasonings? Obviously,
wherever I find them.
so obviously people know you can get online and get them and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But where do you source seasonings? And what leads you to, I think I want to try this one because zesty.
Well, that one I actually found at Rule King.
Oh,
I was just walking through Rule King, and I was like, "Oh, hey," because they have just stuff that not everybody
Right.
has. And I have to found that Bearded Butchers, and I actually follow those Bearded Butcher guys online. So I thought, okay, I'll try that.
right.
And it said zesty, but then I didn't realize it actually says zesty lime.
Oh,
So I tried it, and that was really good. I was actually really impressed with it. I would like to try it, maybe mixed with some like taco meat or something. I think it would be pretty cool. I don't know.
that
might
would be
something,
good.
That'd be something different.
We made tacos the other night with the Grande Gringo.
Oh, I love the
man.
Grande Gringo. That's the best.
God, that stuff was good.
You got to mix in some tomato paste in with your meat, and then use like the Grande Gringo.
Ooh.
Oh,
I just wish I could copycat
makes it-
Taco Bell meat.
Yeah, I know. I wish I could. I wish I could do the same. I always think the same thing. I wish I could do. So actually, the other day I bought Taco Bell seasoning, and I
It's
used.
all right.
It's okay. It's not the same,
Right.
but I used Taco Bell seasoning, tomato paste, and then I think I put in a little Grande Gringo on top of it.
Yeah.
I'm burping up this wine now.
So I don't know. That was the question we had. You can go to. There's some barbecue stores in our area. There's one an hour away. There's one an hour and a half away.
Yeah. And then I actually get a lot from Walmart because Walmart has
Walmart is stepping their game up.
Right. And that Fire and Smoke has a ton of awesome seasonings.
Yes, they do.
I've been really impressed with them. And you could also get on there and order, and you could even do it on Amazon. You can get on and order seasonings and have them delivered to you. So that works out. But
I was on Barbecue Superstore yesterday.
I just found that place.
I was ordering some yesterday. Yesterday I ordered some for our upcoming competitions.
I need to get me another jar yet.
So yeah, not to give away my secrets. They're all homemade, I swear.
Yeah, they're all homemade. Everything I do is homemade.
So you did some
sauce,
did some butt practice for it.
I did. I did do some butt practice.
Are you gearing up?
Huh?
Are you gearing up?
Well, I wanted to get down my time. I wanted to get down my temperature, and I wanted to get a hold of the appearance portion.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to break the butt down after. My whole goal was to just basically cook it. I tried a new seasoning,
right?
Which I haven't tried to even tell you if it was any good. But my whole goal was to get it cooked. Put it in my cooler, let it rest, pull it out, and then I wanted to pull it apart and make sure I knew exactly what I was looking for.
Yep. So you knew exactly what you're going for.
So exactly what I'm going for when I get there, because as you know. The last time I did a pork butt contest, I butchered the appearance. And looking back now, I should have done more research. So basically all it came down to.
Right.
I had an idea of what I wanted. I seen somebody that did something and then it just didn't turn out. And
you don't know till you try.
It's fine. It's a learning process. But now I know going forward what I'm looking for,
right?
What I'm trying to do. So that's what I did
a couple weeks ago.
Time and appearance was the only thing I was really working on.
I still don't have time down, but
I have the flavor down. As long as I can get my seasoning that I want to use and my sauce that I want to use, I'll have it.
Yeah. Which I have flavors down. I don't. So I have a standard timeline.
Yeah.
And every competition, for some reason the turn-in's different times. I don't know why.
I don't understand why they can't all be like 5 o'clock.
Well. So like KCBS, they're all the same.
Yeah.
12, 12:30, 1, 1:30. Everything's the same.
Yeah.
I don't understand why these little competitions can't do that. But anyway.
I don't understand why they gotta be so early. Because now you're like, okay, cool.
3 and 3:30.
3 and 3:30. Which is fine. That's okay. But like that one we did in Effingham, like it was the last turn-in was it?
Yeah, it was like 1.
1 or something was the chicken.
Or maybe it was 2, 3, and 4.
I thought it was like 1, 3, and 5 or something like that.
The one
or 1, 3, and something.
The one that I'm doing up in Shelbyville, theirs is an hour apart.
Oh, is that what it is? Because the 3 and 3:30 is probably not bad, but if it would have been like 4:30, 5 o'clock, it'd have been a little bit better. Because now you're like, oh, dang, I gotta get up in the middle of the night and get this sucker on.
I know. Which I'm gonna cheat and do mine a little hotter, but
yeah, I'll have to turn mine up a little bit, but I plan on starting pretty freaking early, which will be fine. It's like dead air, except I can hear you. To carry the 2 and the 1.
Carry the 2, subtract the 3.
ABC,
I don't think I have to start that early.
I'm going to start.
I wish I could take my camper.
Yeah.
That would make life so much easier.
Oh, yeah, it would. But I'm going to start super early.
I'm going to market for a camper. If anyone knows of one.
Oh, yeah. I've seen you were in a market for a pop-up.
Oh, yeah. I've got a new idea.
I was going to say, I assumed you just wanted the trailer part of it.
Yep. I want the trailer and the roof.
And the roof. Okay.
Think about it. You got 12 feet to work with.
Yeah.
Pits in the back, sink in the front, table in the middle. Okay. Yeah. You see where I'm going?
Okay. All right.
Well, and you got a roof.
Okay.
So if it rains, you got a roof.
Okay. I'm going to go with it. You know what's funny, though? I will tell you this. So I have this dream that's not barbecue related.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just something that I think I want to do before I die.
Okay.
Is I really want... I want to sell my S10 that I have now.
Okay.
I want to buy a standard cab short bed with an LS, a
Okay.
V8 motor. Okay, 2-wheel drive, and I want to take it on a race week. Which, if you don't know what a race week is, because obviously we're on a barbecue podcast,
Right.
race weeks they bounce around from track to track.
Right.
Like, it's a new track every day, and you have to drive your vehicle that you're racing to each
Right.
track to drag race.
Yeah.
I want to do this
Okay.
because they always say that, the newbies that come in and do it, they think, oh yeah, well, I just want a podium, blah 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 blah. That's all I care about. I just want to go.
Yeah.
And by the end of the week, they're just like, I just want to finish.
I just want to finish.
I just want to make it, because there's just so much you have to do, and it's a
Right.
real challenge to make it, because there's breakdowns and problems
and that's just like barbecue.
yeah.
Yeah, it'd be great to get on the stage, but at the same time, I just want to make it to the turn-in table on time.
Yeah, like I just want to be able to get it done. Like, that's really what it is. And that's like this one. Like, BJ's never done it before, so I am just super stoked to be able to have somebody who hasn't done it and can just be there, and we can just
Teach
do
them.
our thing,
Yeah.
and just talk and hang out.
Yeah.
Like, I really don't care about winning. I don't. I this time I'm really in it to. I
This
want to
one-
get through it.
Yeah, this one I'm not in it to win it. I'm
Yeah.
really not.
Yeah, before I was always like, yeah, I want to win, I want to win, I want to win. But now I'm just really like, I just want to get through this, because I want to figure everything out a little bit more. Just have that little
You
bit more
need
of
to
a
go
plan.
to Shelbyville with me
Because
I'm
I
telling
don't
you.
know about that.
Even if you just come up there with me.
I mean, I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. But
It's at
yeah,
a
I really want to do this race week.
winery, They have alcohol.
All right, I may go up for that. But anyway, so what I was saying, I got a whole thing. This
Yeah.
is like a whole chain reaction thing. So I know what.
Here goes the ramble.
This is the ramble, because I know what vehicle I want to take. To get that is probably the biggest goal. But then most people take a trailer with them, a little trailer. They pull it behind,
Okay.
tools, maybe a little
Yep.
not an inverter, a generator.
Yeah.
Little bitty things like that. They take their drag tires and stick on there, this, that, and the other. Just all your stuff goes in your little trailer.
Makes sense.
So I've been watching these guys and the trailers that they use, and obviously I'm a huge Cletus McFarlane fan, so he got a new trailer, and I've been really into it and how cool this thing is. But I'm like, I think it can be just a little bit better.
Oh wait, personally, yeah.
Okay, so here's my thought,
Okay.
and I'm a Facebook marketplace guy, so I've been finding these trailers that have the service beds,
Mm-hmm.
like off of a truck that has
Yeah.
it's like a truck bed but has doors,
Right.
and then they just make a trailer out of it, right? And then you cover the top like a bed cover of some sort for the top of it,
All right.
right? And then you put a rack on top. So your rack on top,
Like a ladder rack.
No, like not really like kind of like a ladder
Yeah.
rack, I guess.
Huh.
Like a hoop on each side,
Yeah.
and then you have like a flat piece on top, or
Right.
whatever. So then you have an awning on each one.
Okay.
Sticks off to the
Yeah.
side, right? So you can stand underneath it. And then on top in the middle, you put like solar panels. And then down below somewhere in there, you got to have a mount for your tires.
Right.
No big deal, right? So then you have like this perfect track, like hangout spot. Has all your tools, has your tires.
That's actually a good
has
idea.
like all of your stuff. And then you have all your doors on the side that holds all your tools, keeps everything nice and organized.
That's a good idea.
I got way deep into this, and I'm like,
So-
I can't afford this. I don't know why I'm even doing
Now
this.
hold on. So why don't you trade your S10
Yeah.
to somebody straight up for a 2-wheel drive S10,
I thought about that.
and then you got the truck you want?
Yeah.
And I know a guy that can do the motor,
Yeah, I know.
and we
Well,
could,
the problem is if I could probably get a truck
right,
because I know I can find one.
right.
The problem is the cost of the motor and the cost of swapping it. Because,
Oh, the swapping's free.
well, yeah, there's a lot of work done involved. But you still got to buy certain things, and then not all of them's going to have the transmission you need. And then
Marketplace. Hey, look, pop-up camper.
so I was looking, like, I found an S10, and I think it's in Indiana, and I think it's like $3,000. Just needs finished. It's already got the LS motor. It's the exact body style that I want, everything. But I'm like, I really want to do this. Like, this is my ultimate like bucket list thing to do.
Here's a 6.2 LS. That's a little more than
Anyway,
you want to spend. But
We probably need to get back to barbecue stuff. Well, I'll share some stuff with you later.
if I get going on Marketplace, I'm gonna.
Oh, I know.
I'm gonna be
Facebook
there for
Marketplace
hours.
gets me. It gets me with grills too, because I get on this whole trip with with trailer smokers and
Right.
stuff.
Oh my God.
I get I'm down. I get too much into it.
That's why I have to stay off of Marketplace because I don't know. I'm on that whatever propane smokers or whatever it is,
Mhm.
and it's like, oh, I saw one. It was like a 53 Ford with a big smoker on the back. I was like, I could build that. I want it.
Yeah, you can do that. Well, that's why I thought about this trailer idea too. I was like, it'd be really cool is if you could somehow incorporate a smoker into the back.
Well, that's why I was like, okay, so I'm thinking about this, trying to be cheap.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, well, a pop-up camper, why not? And somebody posted one the other day, free, come and get it out of my yard. And I'm like, no! 20 minutes it was on there, and I could not get to it fast enough.
That's what happens with me. I've done several things that way. Like, I found out, like, oh, I'm going to get it. And I text them. They're like, it's already sold.
Yeah.
It's like, it's been on here 20 minutes.
Yeah. And I don't know. So I can find them for like $500, but they're like an hour and a half away. So I text them, and I'm like, hey, how is everything? They're like, well, I don't know if I'd pull it that far. I'm like, shit.
Yeah, I'd bring a trailer.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I did find one in Bloomington that I'm trying to whittle her down on.
Whittle her down on.
Yeah.
Listen, I'll bring you a brisket if you give me the trailer.
Yeah, I can provide barbecue.
I can provide barbecue if you.
But the good thing is this one's already gutted.
Oh, that's perfect.
So all I would have to do is take the canvas off and that's it. Because I don't even want it to pop up. I'm going to put rigid poles so it stays popped up.
Oh, yeah.
But I thought about maybe putting screen or I don't know. It's cheap.
Yeah, cheap.
So I don't know.
I saw it get in trouble with a lot of things. Well, it's cheap.
Yeah. And that's why I have crap sitting around because it was cheap.
I'm going to have to delete that Temu app because there's just so much cheap crap on there. I'm like, well, all I got to spend is $10 and I get free shipping.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, this is like $2. This is $3. I get a whole bag full of junk.
Yeah. What are you going to do?
Yeah, I don't know.
Store.
So we have this competition coming up.
Okay.
You haven't decided what I owe you and your wife for making a box for me.
Well, you're going to have to take that up with her because she is the box and she could negotiate her rate.
I'm going to have to figure out.
Did you practice that this weekend?
No, I didn't. I have all kinds of clamshells. I never buy kale. I'm going to have to go. Maybe I should do that tomorrow. I'll just stop and pick up some kale and
just sit and practice.
Sit at home and practice making it.
I don't know. When we were learning, we tried 3 different methods.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I remember we had talked about it one time. What was the one that I seen? The guy
they took a head of lettuce.
Yeah, like he wrapped it or something, made a big old thing, and then he cut them in slices. And
yeah.
Put it in there. And
let me tell you, that doesn't work.
Oh.
It doesn't look good.
Oh.
Yeah.
It looked easy.
It did look easy. And I tried it, but it just, in the end, it doesn't look good.
It doesn't look as good because it's not as green.
There's people that use like cilantro and stuff, and I'm like, good night.
Yeah, but you don't want that cilantro on your meat.
No. But
that would be my
it's funny watching the big guys. I call them the big guys, but
the pros.
The pros. They're in there with the tweezers and just getting everything just right. And I'm like, yeah, that looks good.
Yeah, it looks great. I always thought about it. I was like, I wish I could just do it and leave the middle or something, like leave it open and then put the stuff around it.
You could do that. And I think that's what they're doing with the tweezers, but
no.
I don't know.
I just wondered. The box is what gets me the most. I think that's probably the one thing I'm like the most worried
nervous.
about.
I mean, it's
because I'm like, how am I going to get this damn box?
I'm just going to bring this up. So going through them rules, one of the categories is smell.
I really think that
that's just weird.
Well, I'll give it to them because this is their first go around, so I'm sure they probably took a lot of the rules from another one, which I think he said he did. Which is fine.
I have never heard of smell, though.
But I've never heard of a smell, which I think is weird. So somebody at some point
yeah, that's barbecue.
Like, we should judge it by smell. Smells like barbecue. Smells like barbecue. Smells like Everybody got an A.
Everyone got a 10. I don't understand.
I got a 10 in smell. They all smell like barbecue. Yeah, I do think that was a little weird.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess maybe somebody somewhere got one that didn't smell good. So that brings up like it's
I
one of the
don't
things
know.
like somebody had to mess up somewhere along the line for that to become a rule.
So I have been to competitions
This
before,
smells like roast beef. I'm not real sure.
and I've talked to guys
yeah.
and seen what they're cooked, and I'm like, that's what you're turning in?
Mm.
Looks good, buddy.
Yeah. Actually, I think I remember that one of those.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
Here, try my rib.
No.
I don't wanna. I don't wanna.
I talked to one of the judges from that one too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and they're like, most of them were really good. They're really hard to judge. He goes, but then there was a couple that were like, I'm not sure what this is. I was like, oh man,
Mama.
that's not good.
That's not good at all.
But I mean, I get it. Like a lot of people got to start somewhere. A lot of people are a little more brave than I. Like I have a plan.
Are they
going
doing
in.
that one again this year?
Supposedly, yeah.
Good. I'm excited for that one.
Are we gonna do that one together? We've talked about it.
No, let's do it separate, but together. It's like them one guys that had like 3 teams under one
I
team.
thought we were gonna do it together. We use the butts and stuff name. We'll defend our title
defend our title
that we didn't
from
do
2
last
years
year.
ago.
2 years ago. Whatever.
That's why I'm going to Shelbyville, because I've got to defend that title. Reigning champion. But I don't know. So that's why you should go up there. Well, I guess the podcast is over.
I drink all that. There we go. I drank
So
a whole
anywho-
bottle of wine on the podcast tonight.
So, according to the Surgeon General, women should not drink alcohol
While pregnant?
during pregnancy because
During
of the
pregnancy.
risk of birth defects. So, we have Memorial Day coming up.
Yeah. What does that have to do with the wine?
I don't know. What are you cooking?
I don't know. I haven't decided yet, really.
Burgers and dogs, man.
when is
Burgers
it?
and
Is
dogs.
it next weekend?
No, it's this coming weekend.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
This next week. This coming
Yeah.
weekend? Oh. I'm going to parade. I don't know what I'm going to cook.
26, 27, 28, 29. Yeah.
We got a parade on Monday.
A parade.
Yeah. I don't know what else we're going to I don't know what I'm going to cook. I tried.
We're going
I tried that
camping, so I'm going to do nothing but cook.
Oh, I tried that Wagyu steak, and she turned me on to.
Did you get it from Walmart?
Mm-hmm.
Did you get a ribeye?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Okay, so
so freaking tender.
dude, it was very tender. I got
my
a
God.
perfect. I have to show you. I think I have a picture of video somewhere because I didn't post it for a reason. But I got a perfect cook on it. I think.
So, for those of you that have not tried the Wagyu from Walmart,
Yeah, go try
Oh
it.
my
It
God.
is. It is worth.
and you're not spending that much more money,
No.
it's only a little bit more.
I went for a prime, the rural thick prime ones that I
Right.
always get, and I looked at the price. It was like $19, and I was like, okay. Then I went down and looked at the Wagyu. I was like, how much more is the Wagyu? Is it like a buck?
Like 18
whatever?
bucks.
No, it was $19. There was literally like a 10-cent difference,
Yeah.
and I was like, all right. The only thing though that I wasn't real happy with was it was a little thinner than the prime.
Yeah,
The
they are.
prime
a
ones
little
are
thinner.
are a little thicker, and I like that a little bit better. But the Wagyu one was tender, more
Yeah.
tender. So I'll give it that. But it was good.
my
It
God,
really
they're
did
so
turn out
good.
really well. I will
When you
say
cut
that.
it, it's like butter. Oh,
Well, so I want to tell you a story. Speaking of, how much time we got? We got time? Yeah, we got time.
it's our podcast. We got all the time.
Well, I've been drinking wine, high alcohol
I've
content.
got wine brain.
I got high alcohol. How is it? What with the wine?
How come they didn't put the alcohol content?
They
in here?
did. It's down
Oh,
there.
there it is.
Yeah.
Oh, alrighty.
Yeah. That's why it's in a small bottle. Anyway, so I want to talk about knives.
Okay.
So you obviously have a few decent knives, right?
Mhm.
Like decently sharp. Do they stay decently sharp? Do you have to sharpen them often?
I brush them up.
Okay.
I mean, I need to take like my actual kitchen knives. I need to take somewhere and get sharpened.
Okay.
But my barbecue
Look,
knives,
have
I
a
hit them.
sharpener.
I hit them every once in a while.
I have this like electric sharpener thing I can take it through. But anyway, so I want to tell you the story.
Okay.
So I'm standing in the kitchen and my wife is cutting onions and she has a knife in the kitchen.
Oh my God! Did she have the thing over?
No. Have like the face mask.
Yeah, the freaking pot pan lid. And
Yeah.
the
in the
sweatshirt.
hoodie. No, she was cutting these onions, and she has this one knife, and she likes it. It's like her favorite knife to use for cutting and cooking, and it's fine. It's a good
like
knife.
the cheapest knife ever, isn't it?
Not really.
Those
It's
are
not
always the best.
It's not like the cheapest knife. It's pretty good. It's got a weight to it. It's a nice knife. But we've had it forever, and she was using it, and I was like, that knife seems awful dull cutting that. I was like, you're struggling to cut an onion. She goes, but this is my favorite knife. Blah 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 blah. And I'm like, I don't know. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna prove a point.
Let me have it for 5 minutes.
No. So I have a very decent set of knives that are pretty sharp.
Yeah.
So I went outside. I grabbed one of my knives, came back in, and I said, use this. Let me see that one. I'll go sharpen it.
Right.
And I took the knife from her and gave her mine. And then she started cutting. She goes, shh, right there. She's like, oh. And I was like, exactly.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll be right back. So there is a huge difference in knife quality. Of course, my knife was a way better quality.
But a sharp knife makes a huge difference.
But a sharp knife makes a huge difference. And I people have grilled me sometimes on, like, especially like pork butts and briskets and stuff when they see me cutting.
Yeah.
But I'm not putting pressure because I know how sharp the knife is.
You're not supposed to put pressure.
I don't want to like gouge it because I know how sharp it is. So people are like, "Oh, you need to sharpen your knife." I'm like, "I'm not putting any pressure on this knife."
And what people don't understand is if your meat gets a slightest bit warm, it does not cut perfect.
Yeah. Well, so my knife is sharp and it will cut even like a warmer piece of meat or whatever, but I just don't want to push too hard because then I gouge it.
Right.
And then when you gouge it and you try to correct it, then you're left with something that could burn.
Yep. You're supposed to let the knife glide through when you're trimming.
Yeah. So I people are like, "Oh, you need to sharpen your knife." And I'm like, "There's not a problem with the sharpness. Like I don't know how to put this to you." But you're not standing there and doing this with me. I just don't want to make a
keyboard warrior.
Yeah, listen, keyboard warrior. I just don't want to put a extra cut in my meat where it's gonna burn. But yeah, that's just. Yeah. But anyway, I'll stop rambling. The old wine's
That's what this is
getting to
all
me.
about is rambling.
Well, the wine's getting to me now. So now I'm gonna start. The preacher in me is gonna.
So
come
it's gonna
out.
start getting real good.
It's gonna start getting real good at this point.
Well, we'll go ahead and end this one early then.
Yeah.
So
we've got a lot coming up.
We've got a lot coming up.
Memorial Day. We got a barbecue contest.
I'm going to try to do a live. Well, I'm going to try to do a podcast at the cookout.
That'd be great. I was going to ask you if we were going to do a podcast at the cookout.
I'm going to try.
I was hoping to do a YouTube live at some point on my channel.
So I don't think we're going to do a live podcast. We might do like a quick 10-minute one on the channel, but I definitely want to get an episode or two in, actually.
So,
and we might go around to other teams and talk to them.
Yeah, my other thought is I got to thinking about this. We may need your Elon Musk internet.
Oh, now you want my internet?
So I got to thinking about this because I need internet for my laptop, which I was just going to use off my phone,
right?
Which would be fine. But then I'm like, oh shit! If I'm doing that, then I can't do any kind of lives or anything.
Now you want my internet.
So I'm like, and then I was going to ask you about doing a podcast, and I was like, we should do the podcast while we're there.
Yeah.
I think we should do an actual episode of the podcast while we're there.
Well, that's my plan.
Okay. So then I was like,
I plan to do like a podcast of us, and then maybe another podcast of talking to people. Who knows?
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. I was like,
let us know what you want.
I feel like all that's going to take some internet.
Elon will come with me.
We'll just bring Elon with us.
That means the camper has to come.
I mean, you can put the camera across.
No, I'm just kidding. It doesn't have to come.
Street.
But I'm bringing my Jenny anyways. So.
Oh, okay. Because that would be awesome if we had that out there that we could use. Because if I could connect my laptop to it, it'd be awesome. Yeah. Because I would like to be okay. So I have two laptops. One has a ton of music on it, and one that I can just use off the internet. Like I can just download whatever I wanted. And that's what I wanted. I want to use that one because I want to be able to pull up playlists that other people have and just let it play.
Right.
Because I don't want to have to be messed with it the entire day. Which I'll have plenty of time, but I just don't want to have to mess with it a whole lot.
Yeah. So
anyway.
So anywho.
Rambling over.
So where are they going to find you?
Probably at the winery. I'm gonna go get another bottle. That's some good stuff.
That's some good stuff.
That's some good stuff. My wife's gonna be real happy when I come home and I'm in a great mood.
That'll be a first.
Yeah, I'll be the first. She's gonna be like, "Where have you been?" It's like, "I've been drinking wine at Chris's house."
I think we podcasted. I'm not really sure.
Drank that whole bottle at Chris's house. Probably not a good thing.
So, anywho.
Oh, yeah. You can actually find me at Newbie Q on YouTube or Newbie Q Backyard Barbecue. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Newbie Q 2020, and TikTok at Newbie Q Backyard Barbecue.
So, if you want to find me, it is Fire Mission Barbecue on Instagram. If you want to connect with the show, it is Butts and Stuff Podcast at gmail.com.
Get a brain fart, didn't you?
Yeah. we're also on Butts and Stuff Podcast on Facebook and Instagram. Reach out, give us a thumbs up, share this with your friends. Go check out our unofficial sponsor of this episode, Barn and Bottle Winery.
Yeah, Barn and Bottle Winery. Check them out.
Check them out. Go get you some of this.
I'm not gonna lie to you. They probably don't have much of that left if they have any.
Well,
because it sells out like every time.
They have other wines that are just as delicious.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So,
their
guys,
wine's I'm not a wine drinker, but their wine is the shiznit.
Be sure to go check them out. Maybe we can actually get them as a sponsor. Maybe.
Oh yeah, that's what we need to talk to BJ. We get Barn and Bottle to be our sponsor. Oh my God, this is all coming true. We need an alcohol sponsor.
So, guys, we'll catch you on the next one.
Peace.